it's just the most windy day. It's hot, which is lovely, and the wind is keeping the flies at bay, which is also lovely. Um, but it's a skittery day. A chair just went flying, and I just am wanting to use this day to work on my presence, which I've recently realized I'm delusional about. I'm delusional about my effect in the world. And it's a complicated delusional structure because I actually do feel like my actions have weight and that my actions are consequential. But what I don't tend to think about is my presence, my just being. If I am still and not doing anything, I do feel like I become invisible. And so I think today, with this windy day, I would like to experiment with Tundra's help in um, trying to inhabit the space between not enough and too much, which, lots of us who come from some sort of trauma really struggle with. We are both told that we're too much to handle, and also given the impression that we're not enough, we're not doing it well, and that's a tough double bind, and a lot of you probably have experienced it. So I'm going to try and find the land in between, which is where I exist and I am present and I am aware of my presence, and I am aware that other people are aware of my presence. And Tundra is very honest and very present and very able to give me feedback as to how big my space is to her and where it lands in the significance of the whole scenario. And this windy day is giving me that opportunity. I made a whole bunch of great videos on the weekend, and I was gonna post them, and one of them was me riding her, actually at a walk, and it was very exciting. But my mic wasn't working, and it was very annoying to watch. So I'm gonna have to do something different. And today I am going with the weather and also with where I'm at in my balancing kind of efforts. I'm really realizing that this is a gap. This is part of the baggage that I have that means that I very catastrophically sometimes misrepresent what's going on, and therefore don't either protect my space or don't expect that my space is having the effect it's actually having. So I'm going to try and stay in the frame, and I'm going to try and just move around and talk to you about what I think is happening. Hi. So it's very clear that Tundra is aware of my presence, but she's also really worried about something. And again, this is part of the day. It was a startling day, and I want to stay safe, and I need to stay safe by having a large presence. This is so interesting, right? Things are going flying, like the trees are moving, and I don't want her running into me, although she is coming to me for support. So it's an interesting thing. I want to be a calm presence and say, hey, I'm here for you, but you can't run over me and you can't run into me. You're going to have to regulate yourself. The wind is the wind. And this is where a round pen is nice, because nothing bad can happen. I guess she's not really in the frame, so I'm going to move over here. She's just standing, staring at me, and jittery, right? Really jittery. And so I don't want to be too much, but I also don't want to be not enough. This is a really good exercise for me. So what I'm going to see, you're standing right on my string here. So what I'm going to see if I can do is remind her that she is safe with me and that we have a relationship, and that there are things she can do that ground both of us. So probably the safest thing to do is send her and see if she remembers that. So walk on. Good girl. And what I'm paying attention to is she coming into my space? Is she registering my presence? Is she trying to decide whether to pay attention to me versus the scary things? So I'm being emotionally as steady as I can be, but I'm playing with my physical presence. I want it to be big enough that I don't get run over. So this is me, I think, not quite enough, right? She's thinking about the outside. Ah, there we go. There we go. So I'm going to just really focus and soak here. The wind is the wind. It's fine. And this land of, being enough and actually mattering to her is new. It didn't used to, there's things that are moving around in her peripheral vision, and it is quite scary. So I'm going to just play with my position. Can you reorient yourself? Regulating. So she's not running around, but I'm going to send her again. I want her to make a choice to focus on me and not run into me. Too much, not enough, in between is where I want to be. Perfect. Really like that. Really like that. But we're going to keep working on it because you're very tense, aren't you? Yes, you are. And I want you to figure out that you and me can exist in a scary environment together. I need to know that I am enough without managing her feelings. I tell you, this is a lot of my baggage. Walk on. Yeah. So we're going to move her feet and see if she can organize herself and focus on me as the center. So she's looking, you can't see, but she's looking outside. Looking outside. She's lost me. I'm just going to move really slow, but I'm going to keep communicating. And I'm going to focus on my own belief that I matter to her. Not just my commands. I matter. There you go. Good girl. Yeah, the wind is just the wind. You can manage. This is so new for me, guys. Usually I would escalate in response because I wouldn't expect that my presence would be enough to calm a horse on a windy day. Yeah, I want you to keep moving, and I want you to move around me. So she's splitting her focus between me and the outside of the round pen. And I'm going to just head her off. Yep, there we go. Good girl. Good girl. You got this. Nope. Let's see if we can get a circle around me. There we go. Good girl. And just making it hard enough that she has to think. There's a little lick and chew there. So she's always veering away. And it's because of that chair that fell over. Which she can pass on her, I guess, her left eye, but not the other eye. There we go. Good girl. Take a break. I want you to go between me and the chair with your left eye. Yeah, that's pretty scary. Good girl. They'll give you lots of space. Good girl. Oh, that was really good. Okay, so we're starting to have a little bit of a conversation. And I am really working. Oh my goodness, this is hard. This is probably all I'll do today. I'm working on staying present, staying calm, and staying believing in our shared herd, our relationship, that it's strong enough to handle this distracting environment. So she's taking a breather. Let's try it again. Walk on. So we know this. This is little words that we've been working on. I'm going to give you more space. You're still thinking about the outside. You're just, oh, good girl. And she did it. She didn't veer away. So awesome. Awesome. Licking and chewing. I don't know if you can see her. So I will draw her in. Good girl. And we're starting to come back together here, even though the wind is staying the same. Good girl. Because we can do things, we can converse. Back up. I'm going to try the other direction, which should be easier. Send. Really thinking about the outside. Little bit of, bolting. Yeah, we're going to keep going. That's a girl. Good girl. A little bit more licking and chewing, which is a good sign. And I think I'm just going to keep doing this until I see her start to settle down. I need to settle down. Like I'm really tight in the chest because I'm empathizing with this level of I don't know, like just nervousness, like just there's so much emotion around us. But look at how she is helping to let's mirror back to each other. Let's come down together. Yeah. I matter to her. She matters to me. We are affecting each other like crazy. And the fact is that with her herd, before I pulled her out, she was completely calm. None of the wind was bothering her. So this is me having to accept the reality of what I'm asking of her, which is to be with me away from her people, her horses, and trust that I am not going to escalate out of my own little mind. And so that's what I'm working on. I'm not too much. I'm not escalating, but I'm also not dissociating and not enough. I am trying to be really just in that center of strong enough. Okay, let's go. Walk on. Let's see if you can calm down. Beautiful. Yeah. Keep going. And we'll just see if we can go along the perimeter, keeping a distance. Yep. That's a girl. That's a girl. So I'm going to up my drive. There we go. Did it. Did a canter, which I haven't actually succeeded in. So this, yeah, she's a little worried about that far end, but we're going to work on it. Thank you. And there. And really, I should stop her at the far end so that she gets a break there. So we'll try the other direction. I feel like we're getting back to a thinking mind. I'm calming down and starting to think more clearly and more, I don't know, sequentially. I can see she's paying attention to the outside, and that's okay. She's also paying attention to me. It's a little bit of a split situation. And that was a little deke out. Good girl. Yes, thank you. This way. Yeah, there's rules. Good girl. So she's starting to look at the scary things. I would like to see if I can help her go to the far end because she's getting a little bit more worried about that. So I can see that she's more comfortable here. She's started to investigate the chair, which fell over. She's starting to listen to me a little bit. She's starting to remember the few things she's learned in the round pen. There's not a lot. But I am going to try and see if I can move her over to the other end, because that would be a nice cementing of our trust in each other. So let's see. I don't want to do it with a rope. I want to do it with support, but also not me doing the regulating for her. So I'm going to like take my time and let her probably rest in that position. So I'm going to turn this off for a while and then maybe come back. I've been playing with space and direction and velocity and thinking for the last probably 20, 30 minutes with her. And there's a sticky part at the far end that she's really not wanting to get close to the edge with her right eye. Yeah, her right eye facing out. The left eye is fine. The right side, she wants to deke in, and that's our little lesson today. Is I'm trying to help her slow down and navigate it. She doesn't have to do it fast, but she's choosing to just gallop as a way of getting through. And she's succeeded now, I think, 3 times in walking, or at least a slow trot around it. So I'm just gonna see what you guys see here. All right, let's show off, okay? So I want to send you out this direction. Yep, walk on. Good girl. And yeah, no, this way. Yeah, she really likes the other direction more. And so, good girl. Yes, good girl. Walk around. Little mental break. Okay, and so I'm just going to, no, I want you to keep going, my dear, my dear. Oh, you're tired, eh? Yeah, keep going. Good girl. I just want her to walk that line on the perimeter. I don't mind if she's looking around, but that is really, I would give that a 55%. She didn't tear away, but she's still deked out. So we're gonna try again, but again, her speed can be slow. She can stop and think about it. She can't get off the line though. So she's wanting a break. Keep going, you got this. Yeah. I just want her to walk. It's been her choice to charge around. I'm trying to play with the distance I need to be to not so much push her into a panic by squeezing her against the wall, but communicate that that's where the lane is. And so this is really, she's just really not liking that corner. I know. Take a break. Nope, 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 nope. You don't get to escape. I'm just watching for sweat too. It's pretty warm. There we go. Okay. Thinking, 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 thinking. And see, this is exactly what I want. And so I'm going to stop the pressure and let her come in and give her a whole bunch of praise. That's all I wanted. And so that was tough. And I'm throwing out the rest of my plan for the day. I don't know if you can see me, because that was a lot of emotional regulation she had to work on. She had to think about what I was communicating, and she also did a fair bit of running and a little bit of, tossing her head and thinking about bucking, which was instructive for me. That was her little bit of a protest. And still looking around at the things that are blowing. But anyway, I really feel like this was helpful for me to remember that Tundra sees me as a complicated mix of security and a little bit of challenge and a little bit of a threat, but mostly she wants to come in and have me support her, and I'm trying to help her grow up and help her do more on her own without jeopardizing our relationship, but also without me getting all task focused. And that's the constant danger, because again, I think of myself in terms of my actions, not my presence. And my presence is really important to her, and her presence is important to me, and we don't actually have to do very much. And so, the lesson today was we can do this together slowly. We don't need to freak out, either of us. And I will help you, but I won't do it for you, because I believe you also have, a strong presence in the world. And I'm going to use my presence very thoughtfully